Rockhouse, chaos, the world was home.
This is Wendigo Productions. We're concert promoters. We do rock shows, punk shows, metal shows, ska shows, reggae shows. 3 years ago, we were all working at 3 of Cups, and that's where we met Wendy and got going. It started out as a plan to run a venue, and then kind of turned into this multimedia type situation. Wendy Scripps is the owner and president. The rest of the team is Ed Farsty, Rick Rocket, myself, and Noah Sexton.
Me and Brian Quigley have been booking shows, 2, 3, 4 shows a month for the last year and a half. All kinds of rock, metal, ska, punk, hardcore, burlesque, comedy, everything under the sun. New York City, Brooklyn, Queens, all over the place. Our retail store, of course, caters to all the local designers, jewelry, clothing, accessories, as well as all the music. We're doing a lot of local bands, a lot of metal distributors, a lot of underground labels that I deal with.
The store is actually a complete accident. We were looking for a place to have our office so we could meet every day, and you know, Wendy could kind of keep tabs on everybody and see what was going on. But when we got this place, it turned out it was we had a great storefront. So we thought, you know what, maybe we should promote the bands that we're working with. And the next thing we knew, we started getting friends who made jewelry, you know, friends who made different types of clothing, and weren't necessarily musicians. And the store kind of turned into this like Frankenstein.
Pretty much getting into a little bit of everything. Of course, the main focus is the live shows.
We basically start with the venue. We try to secure a date, we make a deal with them, and then we go out and look for talent, and we try to find the bands or comedians, any performers that we think can really draw the crowd and make the night happen. This Saturday is Wendy's 50th birthday, and it's the biggest show we've ever done. It's at Irving Plaza, and the lineup is just awesome. It's kind of a dream lineup for us. We basically took what could have been 3 shows and tried to smush it all together into one non-stop free-for-all.
We got all of our favorite bands, all of our good New York City rock bands playing, and it's going to be the culmination of the 2 years that we've built up to basically just blow out Irving Plaza with all of our friends and family.
This is definitely the biggest show we've done so far, and we're hoping if we do a good job, maybe we'll have some more of them. The big thing that's keeping me up is just worrying, you know, worrying that something's going to go wrong, or that someone's not going to show up, or, you know, that the crowd won't show up. That's my biggest fear. The scariest thing is knowing that at the end of the day, the buck stops with us. If we don't put on a good show, if the people don't show up, the venues are upset with us, the bands are upset with us, and we have to pay for it, basically. So leading up to a show can be incredibly stressful. You know, you just start thinking, what didn't I do? Is there anything else I can do? How can I make the show better?
Why do you guys do this?
Because we love the New York City scene, we love being involved in the music scene one way or another, and promoting shows. Me and Brian are very good at it, setting up shows. Wendy's the brains and the president behind the company. Rick does all the flyers, all the internet, all the computer work that me and Brian have no idea how to do. And we're a great team, work well together, and want to bring back the old New York City scene to what it was back in the 80s and early 90s, what it used to be, what we all grew up with.
Which was what specifically, for those who weren't there, like what made that?
Unity. Unity, family, and just the camaraderie that's been growing in the New York City scene in the last 5 years, that we're very proud to be a part of.
Wendy's taken a lot of risk, and she's invested a lot in the company, and she believed in us. You know, I really want to, she's given us an opportunity to do something, and I want to show her that we can step up and really do a good job. You know, she's basically provided the space for us.
Take your hands out of your pocket, you still ain't gonna find your prick. No matter how far you look, you're still not gonna
Frankie
find
Wood.
your prick. No, now I gotta touch your hand. Is that squiggly?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Hanging out, goofing off.
Yeah. You coming on Saturday?
Saturday,
Wendy's
no.
party?
No, I can't. Saturday I got a show at Ding Dong.
Oh, really?
Saturday I got a show at the Ding Dong. Friday I got a show at Hank's. And Sunday I'm playing with my band at Otto's. Oh, yeah. I go to get on the bus down in Florida, right? And the guy goes, "Senior?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, 25 cents. I'm like, "Fuck yeah." Where else does the bus go? You know? But you put these on the cane and nobody bothers you. Hi there, want to be on TV? Come here, little bro.
Here's one now, Frank.
What you doing? Frankie Wood. I sing, for lack of a better word.
All right.
But my musicians are all the best in town. I got the sax player from New York Dolls. I got another sax player from Murphy's Law. My guitar player plays faster than you can think. DJ Jordan. I got Raven and
That's
Danny
awesome.
Ray on my saxophone. My backup singers are so hot you can't hear me. How you doing? You're watching NYC Rock, where we bring you real New York City rock and roll stories.
Well, my name's Noah Sexton. I'm an attorney, and I'm corporate counsel for Wendigo Productions. Nothing in law school prepared me for this, but it's a lot of fun. You know, it's new challenges every day. It's dealing with, it's dealing with business, but art as well, which the two are not mutually exclusive, but sometimes they seem miles apart. Yeah, these people are nuts. They're usually going to bed when I'm waking up, stumbling in at all hours. They're rock and roll, and it's very different. It's a different atmosphere. We all get along. It's a lot of fun, but there's fun and there's business, and in order to keep having fun, we have to take care of business. So
This is 5 days away.
Yeah,
And I think we have about 65 on the guest list now. That should be about half. It's gonna be a busy night for the people at Irving
I was
Plaza.
gonna make some money on this, or what?
We'll see. that's the goal. We'll see what happens. But actually, whatever we make, half of it is going to Alzheimer's research and childhood diabetes research.
Yeah.
So, no, we won't make any money on this. Hopefully, everyone will just have a good time.
Well, basically, when it comes to doing shows, you got to cater to the newer people, to the new school, and you got to do the old school in New York City. So you got to do the flyer runs, you got to go to all the record stores, all the tattoo shops, all the bars, leave flyers and posters for everyone to see, and you got to do the Facebook, and the internet, and the emails, and everything else. Pretty much nowadays, you have to do both in order to keep up with today's technology and today's scene, because I know people see the flyers that don't normally go on Facebook. There are a few of us out there that aren't tied to the computer.
It's become like a ritual.
Yes, pretty much every week, at least once a week. Depending on how many shows we got booked at Wendigo, got to do this. And a lot of times posters I put up every week, they're down a week later. So many other people do this, so got to keep on top of it.
There's this like kind of weird haze in New York right now where it's just, I feel like everyone's kind of waiting for something big to happen and to bring it back, but it doesn't really work that way. Like, you just have to get out and do it and make something small happen. Hopefully the small things turn into big things.
Me and Brian are promoting the hell out of the show, getting everywhere around the city. We got tickets going out. All the bands are selling them. We're selling them. It's going to be a huge night. Irving Plaza. There's no doubt it's going to be big. It's a culmination of everything coming together. Basically, we rented out Irving to do this, so it's not a typical show for us, where we're working with the venue itself. We can do whatever we want as far as letting everybody in for free or making everybody pay $30 a ticket. We're making it reasonable, bringing everything down to a reasonable level, but also bringing all our friends in, and it's going to be one hell of a party.
The show has a lot of moving parts. With 6 bands and 3 hosts, we have a lot of equipment, so I need to make sure that each band knows what equipment they're supposed to use. Certain bands are bringing their own equipment, other bands are using backline equipment that we had to go out and secure, like a drum set and cabinets and all that stuff. It would be kind of cool if we could make some money for charity and help some other people out. I mean, party though. That's the main reason.
What's up? Tickets for Saturday's show?
All right.
Hold on. We get this door for this guy. Get the door, man. Get the door over here. Get to work. That's right.
Obviously,
Eddie! What's up, dude? You got the flyers?
Yes.
What do you got? Flyers and tickets?
Tickets for the show, man.
All right. Are these the giveaways?
Yes.
All right.
Anybody you want. Yes.
All right. Are we gonna do like a call in like 1-900 Wendigo and you get a free 14th caller gets a free ticket?
Every day.
All right, cool. First 10 people to bring me a shot get a free ticket. Done. They're gone. No, all right, cool. Are you hanging out for a little bit?
Of course.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right, man.
Wendigo birthday bash, baby. Irving Plaza this Saturday, July 21st. I hear it's gonna be a night full of lesbians and homosexuals, so you know I will be there. I'm both a lesbian and a homosexual. Some people call me a homosexual lesbian.
I don't want to be in your stupid movie.
This is gonna win a Grammy, bro.
I taught her when to say it. Always look at the elbow when you want to put up.
Friday night, do you want to announce us?
Where?
At Gramercy.
Gramercy.
It's sort of like this to their face. You know, we bring you
Yeah.
onto the stage.
Uh-huh.
We're like this because, you know,
I'm Wendigo.
what?
I'm Wendigo. I go into Gramercy to another show. And
Introducing a band.
And introducing a band on
Well,
stage.
we're your baby, so.
I know. And you heard about what I'm doing with Starkiller, right?
No.
I'm producing them too.
With Stacy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
I think we're gonna start playing smaller venues where we don't have to sell tickets personally. I personally feel that promoters in New York City, local promoters, should be the ones selling the tickets for the shows. Usually how it works with is, you know, we ask for maybe just 100 tickets. That you know, we could do that. $15 is kind of steep, but we can still do it. So we sell the tickets, and then we rely on everybody else to come down that night. And usually that's how it works, as you've seen. I mean, it's hard, man. It's fucking hard. So that's that. I mean, that's my rant about the New York City scene. It's growing, it's big, but this ticket shit is bullshit.
You going to the Wendy's show?
Yeah, the next day is Wendy. But we're gonna have Wendy go up on stage and introduce us. We got offered that bill, but we declined it because we actually booked this show in advance and totally like forgot that it was Wendy's birthday.
Yeah.
So they sort of sprung it on us. Another reason why is because you know, I'll say it on camera. You know, feel that since she's got a vested interest in us, that she would want to push us a little bit more. You know, put us in the right spot.
Something could be going on. I don't know.
That's it.
As far as the pre-sale tickets go, with the bigger venues, they use Ticketmaster. They'll give you, 100 or 200 tickets in advance, and they tell you, take these tickets, try to sell them. If you can't sell them, bring the tickets back 3 days before the show. And what usually ends up happening is, the band doesn't always sell all the tickets or wants to give some away, so they end up buying them, and then they end up basically paying to play the show. It's usually a big venue, and it's a show that they really want to play. So they end up paying for it, and you do it once, and you think, all right, this is really going to boost us to the next level. but it doesn't. It's the whole thing is a really slow process. Some bands, you know, get a lucky break, but for the most part, it's, you know, it's just slow and steady. That's what wins the race, and that's something that we would never do to a band, because we know how much pressure there is on them, and we feel the same pressure too. If we can't sell all the tickets, then we tell the venue, I'm sorry, you know, this is what we did. Let's hope for a good walk-in. You know, when you're performing, you're working. There's a lot of work that goes into being in a band, and just even the night of the show, getting the equipment set up, getting everything going, and it's kind of an unfair burden, where instead of paying them, you're making them line your pockets basically, and that's where the term pay to play really comes from. But that's not something that we're really into. You know, it might be ill-advised, but we're more concerned with our reputation, and with having the bands that do well come back, and you know, that they go out and tell their friends, and you know, we build the business from here.
Last night, Schwartzy asked Wendy if she would come to their show on Friday and announce them.
Oh, really? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, especially since we asked them to do this show, they turned it down, and then they bitched every single day, and then they got a show with our competitor the night before, and then they turned around and asked Wendy to come and announce them, like...
They just want to have it both ways.
They don't understand, like, they're just...
I mean, it's not like we didn't offer them a spot on this show. You know?
We offered it them before anyone else.
Twice.
Well, no, they backed out of the show because they were like, yeah, we don't have enough time and we really want to put on a great show. And then a week later it was like, oh, well, we got 3 other shows booked anyway, and we've been doing too many benefits lately. Like, really?
Yeah. They didn't like where they were in the lineup.
Right, that's
not something we could really do anything about. It's not like we're going to tell Stigma, sorry, you guys are bumped. Or Kill Code or the Sex List. Well, it's just like, you know, everybody's got to look out for you know, themselves and where they are in the lineup, but our job is to look out for everybody. Yeah. So when bands start, you know, complaining about things like where they are in the lineup, or what kind of, you know, who's playing after them or before them, it just makes it, you know, harder to deal with them. You know, it's not worth our time. And they could be a great band. They could be awesome.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's the
but
band.
For us, it's like one less headache.
If like all the promoter remembers is that you were a pain in the ass, I'm not going to call you no matter how good you are. Yeah. You know, it's like, no, they're not the headliner. We are. No, oh, nobody's a headliner. We're both headliners. That way, no one's ego gets hurt. It's like, who gives a fuck?
Like, people forget that it's really about longevity. You know, like how long you can work and how long you can have relationships. How many people you can have relationships with that can help you. A million other things to deal with, and the last thing you want to do is massage somebody's ego.
Yo, it's our show.
This show's all about Wendigo, dude.
Yeah, but the thing is,
turn that off. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Go there and promote your show and our show, no problems.
Yeah.
Cross promote in the fucking ass and go like that.
I don't do that, dude.
Why not? What do you mean? What's the problem?
Well, why don't you just come to the show? You know, why don't you come hand out flyers for your next show?
Is that cool?
Do that? Yeah.
I could do that, right?
Yeah.
They won't let us. They won't let us do it there if it's not a Gramercy. If it's not the venue that you're not. If it's not the venue that you're promoting, then no, I'm not gonna do it. But if it's the same venue, I'm gonna do it. But that's on the club. That's not on the promoter. You don't want to do that to the club. You. But we respect you and do 100%. Promote a show 100% for Wendigo, just as much as we do for God the Rocks and for ourselves. So you can't ever fucking bitch at us about that, because that's not true. If that's what somebody said.
I don't promote for them. I promote for Wendigo.
Of course. And you book a gig for us, you get the same kind of promotion, if not more, Brian, because you're my friend.
Did you get that?
You got it.
Yep.
So you're saying you get more effort for a Wendigo show?
Of course. Well, other reasons too, asshole. Yeah.
Mostly the big dick, right?
About 22 hours away from the initial part of the load-in for the show, and about 20 hours from the show actually starting. All the details are pretty much taken care of. All the bands are lined up, the back line, the equipment, all the little details so far have been taken care of. So we'll see what arises tomorrow. Anxious, nervous, because things are going to arise, things are going to happen. Hopefully nothing too bad. Hopefully no fights, no bands dropping off the bill or not showing up or getting arrested or who knows, anything. Yeah. But hopefully the show will go smooth. But certainly things will arise, and there's a million things that could go wrong at this point.